Oliver, welcome to Part Talk. Glad to have
Welcome,
you.
Chris. Glad to have you, sir. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. I know you're a very, 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 very busy individual. I've been trying to get you for the longest while to come and speak with us about your experiences, knowing that you're one of the many few who emigrated from the Caribbean to actually get into the system here in Canada as a licensed technician, right?
Yes,
And what
correct.
I would love for you to do is to share your experiences, what it was, what it is like now, and what do you think the future holds. So, without further ado, could you just introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, a little of your experiences and your background.
Yes, my name is Rohan Oliver, and I'm an auto service mechanic. So I have a combined 24 years worth of experience in the field, 13 in Jamaica and 11 years in Canada and going. So my journey started out around 97.
Mm-hmm.
At the then Uno Motors, now Toyota Jamaica. I started out as an apprentice mechanic.
Yeah.
And I was signed up with Archos NTA as an apprentice. And yeah, I did my apprenticeship. It's lasted 4 years.
Okay.
And as well as doing the apprenticeship program, I also, for theory, I went to Kingston Technical and Dunwood Technical and did City and Guilds courses.
Okay.
So I wasn't one of the lucky ones to get into Jagas, but I still did my theoretical part of my apprenticeship anyway, by evening classes. And yeah, I also have City and Guilds, which is also worldwide.
Yeah, City and Guilds. City and Guilds is accredited. City and Guilds of London is accredited worldwide. But yes, as you mentioned, because I was listening for you to mention Jagas, because as you know, Jagas is the renowned place, institution for young apprentices, and mechanics to come through the system in Jamaica. And you went through Hartros NTA.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. I've never heard that approach before, but please continue.
Yeah, so not the traditional approach, but nevertheless, it still can be done.
Okay.
Yes, so continue. I did 4 years of apprenticeship, Uno Motors and Toyota Jamaica over a stretch. And after the 4 years, I got my certificate of apprenticeship from Hart, Trust NTA.
Yeah.
And I also got my City and Guilds certificate, which I took along the way, level 1, 2, and 3. So in 2003, I was an official mechanic and I was working at Toyota Jamaica. And, improving my skill set as time goes on.
Right.
As you know, the auto mechanic field, it's always evolving. You're never really at one level.
Right.
And in 2005, I entered a local skill competition.
Okay.
Held here in Jamaica, at Toyota Jamaica, actually. And I won it.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I won that. And winning that also got me an invite to an international skill competition, which was held overseas in Panama.
Okay.
So that's a competition where they test the skills of mechanics from Central America, Caribbean, and South America.
Right. So you got to see and explore a lot more of what the other countries were doing in and around that region.
Yes, and it was a very eye-opening experience for me. It opened up my world a lot wider.
Yes.
And it exposed me to a lot of new things that I didn't even know exist. But yeah, it's just a very good experience. I did not win the international one, nevertheless, but
the experience is what counts.
The eye-opening experience was worth it.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes,
we'll continue.
Yes, and from there, I continued on just improving my skill sets, working, and getting better at it as time goes on. Because, like I said, you're never at the top. You're always evolving.
Always improve. Yes. Because it's the same thing with the motor vehicles. Every 2 to 3 years, there's a new feature, a new model that comes out, or a new generation. One is always improving after the next one. So it's the same thing in life. You have to continually improve in yourself as you go along. But at the same time, now you have to love what you do and have a passion for what you're doing. So,
yeah.
but looking at it from then, 1997 to 2005, you probably have seen a lot of changes.
I've seen a lot of changes, yes. And on my end, I can say for most part, the cars are becoming more electrical than mechanical.
Right.
You know, you gotta keep being retrained and before even the new stuff comes out, and just have to get ahead of the game.
Yes. Because that is commonplace in most dealerships, or should be, before a new model actually comes on the market. Then both service and parts have to be cognizant of what the changes are, what the new features are, and to be prepared, right, as they go forward. And then the technicians have to be trained into specific areas as to how to deal with problems that may arise, as well as to keep abreast of the warranty and all these things that may come about, and have the necessary technical information to pass on to the customers.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you have said it all in a nutshell.
Right.
Yeah, so to give you the skill competition, it really just kind of tests your theoretical knowledge and your on-vehicle knowledge and like your measuring skills.
Yeah.
So that's what it's basically all about. And you're competing against the best of the best.
Okay.
So you know how that goes. So and it's in front of a live audience.
So you were.
So it can be a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were amongst the best of the best, as you were one of the best as well.
Yes.
Right. Do they still have that competition going on? Any knowledge of it?
To my knowledge, I think it's not. They don't keep it anymore because of financial reasons. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think
it was a good. It was a good thing to have. The competition well, in my opinion, it's a good thing to have.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah, so that mechanics can showcase their talent and try to prove who is the best amongst.
Who's the best?
Yeah, right. Competition is not bad. Competition is actually a good thing.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. But based on where you were in Jamaica and then you made the transition to Canada, how did you go about doing that?
Okay, the story started from around 2008. So what happened is the Jamaica government and the Canadian government had some arrangement where they were trying to get skilled workers, not only mechanics, but in other fields that they needed here, that they needed in Canada. Mm-hmm. So they kind of made a partnership and they created a program,
right,
where skills people can immigrate to Canada and get integrated in the system slowly.
Okay.
So I can share my experience with the panel. So in 2008, I applied for this program. It was advertised and I applied for it. And when I went, I saw like over 500 applicants.
Okay, wow.
Yes, but but I still signed up and they gave us a little exam.
Mm-hmm.
And if you pass that exam, they will contact you back and then they move to the next step. But in 2008, the program didn't go through. So I forgot about it, kept moving on. In 2009, however, the program got reignited again.
Okay.
And then they called me up and they said, oh yeah, you're on file and you had passed the exam and this and that. So yeah, the program they really want to get running this year.
Okay.
So yeah, and so first thing they have to cover first, you gotta apply to the Apprenticeship Board in Canada. You know, whatever trade area you have. So like me, a mechanic.
Yeah.
And you gotta prove to them that you have over 5 years experience in the field and a certain amount of hours.
Right.
So that wasn't hard for me because I was actually working at a dealership. I could see for someone who's like a private person, it might be a little bit challenging, but not impossible. But you have to get that covered first. And then once they approve you, then you go through the other formalities of applying for your visa and paying for your school fee and your accommodation and proving that you can support yourself somewhat.
Yes. So you
have to do those things, yeah.
So working at the dealership gave you a clear advantage.
Yes, that gave me a little advantage, yeah.
Okay. But you got through, and this was in 2009.
2009, the end of 2009, yes.
Right, and then you finally came over to Canada in 2010.
2010, January 2010.
Okay, well, that's right. That's right in the heart of the winter. How was how was that experience? What was it like?
Oh man, that was shock. You know, moving from somewhere where it's plus 30 every day to somewhere where it's minus 30. It
Minus
was a
30. I can imagine. Okay. And when you came over, was there any other thing you had to do other than when you actually got administrative and documentations done in Jamaica? Did you have to do like the Red Seal test or anything like that when you came over?
Yes, when I came to Canada, I had to I went to school to do a refresher course in my auto mechanics so that I can get to write the Red Seal exam. Okay. Because the important thing here is getting your Red Seal, because that makes you very marketable, and also for your immigration status applying, this is very important.
Yes, that's
very important.
You have to show that you're actually qualified and that you're
here. If you show that you went to a Canadian college and you graduated and you're working with Canadian experience, that gives you a lot of points.
Right. Yeah, they're always asking for that Canadian experience. It is something that is mandatory.
It's integral. It's integral in the process.
In the process. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I know you're here in Canada. You're working for a dealership. I can presume that right now, right?
Yes, I was working at a dual dealership. So it was both a Toyota and a Lexus dealership using the same building. But then now, in the past year or so, they have separated. So now I'm working for Lexus in a separate building, and Toyota is in a separate building. So now everyone has their own building. Yeah. So now I only work on Lexuses. So I'm at a Lexus dealership right now.
Yes, because Lexus is regarded as a luxury brand. So they try to separate, the regular brand from the luxury brand. Mercedes do it, BMW does it.
VW did it, Nissan and Infiniti did it.
Infiniti did it, yes, as well as Honda and Acura does it.
Acura does it, yeah.
Yeah. And Ford and I think Lincoln, they do it as well. But let me move on to some questions I wanted to ask you. So what were some of the challenges you faced when you came here working in the dealership?
In Canada, it's a challenge. First of all, you're in a new environment with a new culture, a different way of doing things. So you gotta adjust, Yeah. It's not gonna be the same like I was in Jamaica. I did a lot of adjusting. But sometimes it's for the good, it's for the better. You wanna learn more and get to that level. You gotta make some adjustments, right? So first of all, you gotta adjust to the climate, as it's Canada is very
nobody can get accustomed to the cold here, man. It's brutal when it's ready. Yeah,
you won't get you just have to tough it out. It's part of the deal. If you want betterment, you gotta give up something else, right? Yeah. So you gotta deal with the cold weather. That's a given.
Yeah. So apart from the cold, what was the work process like? Is it the same process as was working in Jamaica?
The work process is same in most it's the same setup, because the dealerships kind of have the same structure, and now even the Jamaica too, it's the same structure, a worldwide structure, but they change up things because of the country and the market and whatever. So it's different.
It's different. Okay. Yeah. Dealers tend to adopt a particular process, something that actually works for them. Most of the process
based on region and place.
Based on region, yes. And most of the processes are customized to fit the culture and the tradition and the country that they're actually in. But the basic process itself, nothing has changed. The car comes in.
Nothing has changed.
Yes. The car comes in, the service writers do what they do, the inspection, everything, find out exactly what the problems are, and then the cars are actually pre-assigned, so to speak, in terms of the appointment, what needs to be done and everything. So nothing has really changed. It's just basically how the dealer adopts different principles in terms of best practices and benchmarking and all those things. But what I want to do is to go deep down into, based on your experiences, getting into the Canadian system, what would you recommend this for anyone else who want to come in and follow the same path as you?
I would recommend it. The demand for mechanics is here. They want mechanics because not a lot of people here going to mechanics. Most of the times, most of the applications, they're getting reply from international people and not people in Canada. They need people. I'm here, and I can tell you there's always ads up for looking for auto mechanics.
Auto mechanics, yeah.
Yes, there's always ads.
Most times, well, the last time I brought my car to a local shop, the owner there asked me if I knew of any mechanic or even apprentices that would like to come and join our establishment, because she said there is a shortage indeed of good mechanics here in Toronto mostly, but I suspect that it's right across Canada.
It's right across Canada, yeah. It's not just Toronto. It's right across Canada.
Okay.
The need is here for mechanics.
But it's just a question to ask you. I mean, you're not the pause maybe, but how would you encourage like a youngster to come and become and to become a mechanic, because he's gonna have to go through 4 years of apprenticeship?
Well, you don't have to get encouragement. If it's something you like and you have a passion for it, then no one can lit that fire from you. But because it is a long process, don't get me wrong. You don't become a mechanic overnight. It's you gotta think long term. Because like I said, apprenticeship lasts for 4 years.
Yeah.
So you're dedicating 4 years of your life of trying to learn a skill. Just like anything else. You want to be a plumber or a carpenter or electrician. It's just kind of the same thing.
I think I may want to rephrase the question. Is like, what would be like a sweetener to encourage them to come and do it? Because the process, a 4-year process, is like getting a regular degree. Is going back to college to get your associate or getting your bachelor's. So I don't know what the problem is. Is it that they don't want to get their hands dirty? I mean, you have to have a passion to work on cars, and I know that they love cars. You see a lot of young people driving cars and they have on their fancy rims and it's lowered and coilovers and muffler system and exhaust and all these things, and they're using nitro and all kind of thing. And some of them actually work on these cars themselves, right? In the comfort of their own home or garage. But what do you think, in your humble opinion, will get these individuals into a dealership setting and say, look, come and get certified, and in the future you can have your own establishment going forward?
Yes, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? If you're here and you're a licensed mechanic, you're a little bit stable. You'll always have work. You're a person whose skill set is needed. You can, and I will put this part in, you can make money. You can make money in it.
Yeah.
If you're good at it,
you
can make money in it. You can make more than even the service manager. If you're very good and you're very efficient and fast, you can make money in it.
That is so true. I think that is the highlight of or the sweetener we need to start telling the younger generation. You can make more than the service manager himself, right?
You can.
And they don't seem to understand that, right? But what are some of the changes that you've seen over the time working at the dealerships, apart from, I mean, the cars evolving, but what are some of the strategies, the changes and the strategies that are used by the dealerships now that you're there?
Well, the dealerships here, their way of training apprentices is a little bit different. They kind of like put you in your own area to work on your own, and you gotta and they put you to work beside a licensed mechanic. And he kind of guides you as you go, but you're really kind of on your own too. Okay. As per se, when I was in Jamaica, I was working with a mechanic, like with him. I'm not in my own separate bay. I'm working with him. I'm working with him and not alongside him.
Right.
So that's a difference here compared to Jamaica.
Okay.
So in Jamaica, you'll learn more because you're working with the mechanic, under the mechanic.
Right.
While here you're kind of on your own, and then if you gotta just try and steal as you go along from the mechanic. Try to copy from him as you go.
Right. Okay, so it's two different.
Yes. So
two different practical application.
Yeah, there's a different application here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're here, you can get a bit discouraged. I can be honest, because I mean, you know, they expect you to produce, right?
Right.
But you know, if you're beside a mechanic who is always there, willing to help you and guide you as you go.
Right. I get you. So the learning aspect of it is the onus is always on you, whether or not you want to pursue further.
Yes.
And that is one of the biggest thing I saw when I was working at a dealership here. The turnover is so high amongst apprentices. It was unbelievable, right? But I didn't question as to why, but no, with your explanation, no, it gives a clear understanding of basically what was happening, and it has to be true, because if they're left there on their own, and they have to use their own initiative, and I mean these are young.
These are young guys.
Yeah, young teenagers. Yeah, they need guidance. They need the proper guidance, right? And you're absolutely right. You learn a lot more when you're with someone like a master technician, someone who knows exactly what they're doing, and then you mimic, and then you watch and you copy, and then that master technician will have you working on something while they overshadow you and see exactly what you're doing, and if there's anything that needs to be corrected, then they will
it's right there.
Yeah,
you say, no, you're going the wrong way, you're going on the wrong, you're not doing it proper way or whatever. And it's so much. You learn more when you have someone physically guiding you than when you're kind of on your own and kind of trying to shadow from someone else, right?
Right. Definitely. So what explain to the novice now, what's the difference between like a certified technician and a master technician, because the terms are used loosely.
Okay, so when you're a mechanic, you get rank based. There are different levels to it. So at the low level, you're just a plain mechanic. Then the next stage is you're a pro mechanic. The next stage you're a diagnostic mechanic, and then the highest thing, you're a master diagnostic mechanic.
Okay. And the master diagnostic mechanic, assumably he works on everything.
He does. He works on all aspects of the area, from bumper to bumper.
Okay.
Except body and paint work, but all other aspects of the vehicle is covered,
right.
Yeah.
Because I know back then, there was specialization, right?
There was specialization. You know, one person did electrical, one person did air conditioning, one person did wheel alignment, one person did general repairs, but a master mechanic covers all those areas. So he's the one making all the big bucks. How long does the process take to actually get to a master technician level? It's really on you. I mean, each time you finish a level and you do your exams and you graduate, then you can just start it on the next level right away. And the faster you can go through it, the better for you, right? You can become a master technician. So it's a combination of the practical and the theory.
Uh-huh.
And you apply it, and yes, it takes up a few years out of your life, but once you're there, it's something that no one.
Well, you say a few years. Give us a number. What are you talking about? 10 years, 12 years, 15 years?
I would say roughly another. If you really want it and you're going all out, you could take another 3-4 years average.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yes,
that's
basically you can become like a master technician within 3-4 years.
Within 3-4 years, that is definitely not bad. I mean, that's what a lot of people should actually strive for, becoming a master technician, right?
Yeah.
See, how do you think we can prepare for the market that's coming? I mean, all the talk now is on electric vehicles. Solar was something that was highlighted.
Contemplated once.
Yeah, I'm not hearing so much buzz about it. No, I may not be in the loop, but every time I go on the internet, all I'm getting is electric cars. But do you think this is something that will take over the world as it is? Because
electric cars is the future.
It is the future, however, but how many persons can afford an electric car right now without having to break the bank or take out a second mortgage?
Yeah, well, no, it's just been implemented now, so it'll be a little bit pricey, but as sure as time goes on, the price will come down.
But do you think on a whole it will actually eliminate the conventional traditional cars out there?
It will eventually take over from the conventional internal combustion engine, yep. Because I mean, look at it. One day the world is going to run out of fossil fuels, right? And we're going to have to find another energy source.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I'm sure that they're slowly getting into electrical now. Though the infrastructure for charging electric vehicle is not really adequate.
Right.
But give them a couple of years, and once that has reached an adequate level, you'll find that it's going to all be electrical cars in the future.
Okay.
And then, mechanics, we got to get trained again and retrained again and be prepared for this.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was discussing with someone the other night and he was saying that no, today's technician, they have to be at least, computer literate to know exactly what is going on, because gone are the days when you will get a vehicle in and then you will do your own diagnostic. You have various ways to do diagnostics, right? By listening to the engine, putting the vehicle up on a hoist, and then do a full 360 circle check, a 21-point check inspection system. But now everything is computerized. You plug in, the diagnostic is run right there and then whatever needs to be done, then you all you do is remove or replace, or you flash the computer, or you do something else in terms of downloading some program to the engine itself. But
there's a lot of software stuff going on with cars now. Like, you got to keep upgrading the computers. It's becoming very much more prevalent now. And for a small shop that's not very technologically equipped, it's probably going to be left behind in the future, right?
Definitely. Because another thing is you still need mechanics with the combustion background who were trained on the old system to actually know exactly what needs to be done.
Well, yes, you still have to know the theory of motor vehicle. You still got to know how it works and what the different parts do. For you to be a very good mechanic, you have to know. Because there were back in the days when there was carburation, right?
Yes, yeah, I remember carburetors.
Before fuel injection came out, right?
Yes.
And I'm sure at that time, those mechanics who knew the carburetor from head to toe, they didn't know anything about EFI.
Yes. All of a sudden, it's all about EFIs. Wow. And but carburetors just came and went in a flash, just like that.
Yeah, just like we said before, there's always evolving. It will never stay at the same level. Never stay at the same level. You gotta constantly be trained and be prepared for the new technology coming out. And like we're discussing, we're heading to electric cars.
Yeah.
And
yeah, interesting take. But what is your overall view based on where dealerships are now? What are some of the we don't call it encouragement you'd want to give either to the persons who are working in the dealerships or to the individuals who want to get into working into the dealerships, especially from a mechanical point of view?
I would encourage people to at least try to start at a dealership, because you want to be exposed to proper training and have the right equipment and the right tools. You want to be trained at the highest level as you can. It's better. It's a good springboard for you for the future.
Yeah.
And you can go out on your own. You can go on your own eventually after, but start out on a higher level, and you can get far. You can get far in this trade.
Yeah, definitely, because majority of the garages that you see on the plazas, on the roadside, everywhere on the corner, Like most of those guys actually started working out at a dealership itself. And
Yes.
and that's where they got their experiences and got their certification. And then they went on and opened their own garages and thing, and now they're established, right? And they have their own clientele, but it has to start from somewhere, right? Yes. It has to start from somewhere.
You have to start from somewhere, and start at the place, I say, where you can get the most information, the most knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you have acquired that, then you can branch out on your own and do your own thing. But
okay, yeah, definitely. Have you ever thought about returning to Jamaica and starting your own shop, or are you just gonna go there to retire?
No, actually, the thought has this has been on my mind, but I haven't decided fully yet what I'm gonna do. But that is one of my thoughts too.
Okay. To open your own shop or to retire? Which one?
To open my own shop.
Open your own shop in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, yes.
Yeah, it's always good to give back.
It's always good to give back.
I don't think I have any more questions for you, but I see that you're actually comfortable and having the time of your life in a very cold situation now. But as time progresses, I know that you have adapted well.
I have adapted to living in cold weather. But I'm saying, it's life, you want good, like your granny always say, you want good, have to run. Yeah, yes. You have to give up some things to gain something. Yes, Jamaica is nice and it's always warm and hot and whatever. But, you can earn in a different currency that's even worth more than Jamaican dollar, right? Mm-hmm. You can get to be in an era where the sky's the limit. Why deny yourself?
Yeah. To the friend, I had an interview with Joanne. It's on my YouTube channel, and she was trained in the UK. She has a bachelor's degree in motorsports engineering. But she's in Jamaica, and I asked her, why didn't you go overseas to work and apply your trade? Because you have one of the rarest, qualifications. There's not much motorsports going on in Jamaica anyway. And she says she's not leaving Jamaica. She can't go anywhere else where there's no sun. She's an island girl. Right? So hearing you saying that, you've got accustomed to the cold, maybe I can pass on your information to her. Not that I'm encouraging her to leave, but at least let her know that it can be done once you put your mind to it. But
once you put your mind to it, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. All right, Oliver. I thank you very much for your input tonight, and I wish you all the best. And hopefully we get to meet up on a more friendlier level in terms of, without the whole, what do call it now, technology based because of COVID right now. But again, I appreciate you taking the time out to make this happen.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm glad for you having me.
Okay.
I always want to share my story out there with other guys,
Yes, definitely. But one last question: is that program that you came on, is it still going on? Where if technicians want to come on over, if from your recollection, one, is the program still available? If so, would you mind share it? Would you mind sharing the program? Or if it's not available, what other avenue is there for technicians who want to come over?
To my knowledge, the program is not available anymore.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that you can still immigrate to Canada and still go through the process. It's just a matter of getting the right information. Because I've met other people who just came on their own and they went to school just like me, and they got their certification and they're full-fledged working now, and they're applying for their status, and everything's going smooth just the same.
Right.
Yeah, it's harder when you're gonna come on your own, but it's not impossible. It's still doable.
It is doable. And anything is possible once you put your mind to it. And like you said earlier, there is a shortage of mechanics, good mechanics.
There's a shortage of good mechanics here.
Yes. So to anyone who's listening and they want to,
once you're employed and employer know that you know your stuff, they're gonna hold on to you.
They're gonna hold on to you.
They're gonna hold on to you.
That is very encouraging to know.
Yes.
All right. All right. Thank you, Oliver, for your input. And hopefully we learn something tonight again, what it is like being a technician, a mechanic in Canada. And you're in Manitoba.
Manitoba. Cold Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, there. Well, the name for it is actually Winterpeg, but we'll leave that alone. I've been saying goodbye for the longest while, but we'll keep getting more stuff.
Keep the conversation keep going, huh?
I know. There's so much for share, but we're gonna leave some of it for part 2 just in case. Can't reveal all the secrets all in one video. But like I said, again, Oliver, thank you. And I look forward for us to sitting down and having this talk again. For persons who want to request information, I'll be more than happy to pass on those requests to you, and then you can answer accordingly. Okay?
Definitely, man. No problem.
All right. No problem. Okay, Oliver. So thank you, and do have yourself a good night.
All right. You too, Chris, man. Take care, man.
Okay. All the best.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.